So welcome to July 24th, 2019. It's time to wake up, and it is another day in Spokane, Washington. I am super tired this morning. I don't know why, but this is my morning voice. And it's time to get the feet on the floor and get this day moving forward. Langston, I'm going to leave Langston in bed though. And guess who is waiting at the door to come in? Nala's an indoor cat, so she stays outside at night because if she is actually inside at night, she requires being let out and in like 3 times, and she meows in all caps. So that means, she gets people out of bed. So she has to go outside to the kitty cat lounge at night and find somewhere to sleep. So she comes in the morning, ready for some love and ready for food. So she's going to have her breakfast. And I am going to get dressed, and we're going to have to get out the door soon. So Langston has his morning program, so we need to get out the door for that. It's a sunny day. There was a big storm last night, so it kind of cooled everything down, and it's in the 70s this morning. So my entire makeup routine is basically sunglasses and hair, chapstick. I don't know. I didn't really have time to do anything. I don't even understand how time flies so fast when you wake up. I don't know. But anyways, time to get the show on the road, and I am running out of gas. So didn't realize I have to get gas this morning. So I've got to get gas, and gas prices, I don't know. It just seems like gas prices and groceries and everything has just been going up a lot lately. So that kind of sucks. But anyway, got to do what you got to do. Get gas. Keep it moving forward. So I got gas, and I am just so tired this morning, honestly. I think I need some coffee. I don't drink a lot of coffee. Usually I drink a better vitamin energy drink, but this morning I'm gonna go for coffee. So here we go to Dutch Bros. So I gotta check out this new menu at Dutch Bros. I haven't been in a while, so looks like they have some good new drinks out. So I am getting a peppermint bark latte. I think I'm gonna get it iced, even though it's in the 70s, so it's kind of in between. It's not necessarily super cold, it's not super hot, but yeah, I'm just gonna do something that coordinates with my gum that I just set a piece of gum, and I don't know, after I eat a piece of gum, I just don't feel like actually having anything other than peppermint in my mouth. Hey.
It's $4.25.
Okay. The rest is for a tip.
Keep the drink?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm vlogging.
And there's that for you.
Is that okay? Or do you want me to not?
What?
I'm vlogging. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. All right. Have a good day. All right. So I have to, put the phone down to drive because it's the law. And all right. So this is my peppermint bark latte, iced. Try it out. That is not bad. That's pretty good, actually. And that street, I should have been turning on that street, but actually that street is under construction. So, can't turn on that street. So I'm going to go up here. I haven't even checked the news. I haven't done anything that I typically do in the morning because I was running late or running late. Like I woke up actually with my alarm on time, and I have no idea how. Literally like 30 minutes passed before I got anything accomplished. I think I'm just in slow-mo this morning. That happens. But yeah, I had to do the super quick routine. like, oh shit, it's 8:30. Now I have to do everything in like 15 minutes. Get myself and Langston ready and out the door. But kudos to Franklin, because he made me feel better. He was like, I like your shirt. Well, he said, I like this shirt. And I thought he was talking about his shirt, because he never gives me a compliment on my clothes. Probably because I don't really buy that many clothes for myself, so it's kind of like, yeah, random. But that was kind of nice. That was a nice surprise. Maybe he wants me to go to his 7-on-7 today. Maybe that was why. Because they have their football 7-on-7 little mini tournament thing that they do. It's like with all the different high schools, they have the coaches is who I'm talking about. They get together, the kids and halfway grown men, basically at this point, since he's a senior, and do like a 7-on-7. So I think I'm going to, after I get a couple other things done off my list, I'm going to go ahead and go catch some of his little tournament. I did not get the morning cleaning done, so I've also got that still to do on the list. So it is, oh my God, look at that. Like that is, woo. I was just gonna say it's so messy inside, but it looks like I get to clean up an entire yard now, thanks to the storm that made a huge mess. But I'm glad that these trees didn't fall in the house. That's nice. Good trees all over the place. So yeah, lots of trees, which is good for the air and everything. But that also means lots of debris and a potential hazard when it's really windy and stormy enough to like blow branches out of the tree. So, you know, more work to do. The tomato plant is coming along. I need to stake it up so that it can stand up a little bit better. The basil looks sad. I don't know what's wrong with the basil, but anyway. So I got to get the cleaning done. Basically, teenagers make as much mess as preschoolers. That's one thing I realized. It's inevitable. It's either a fight to get them to pick up every single day or get the chores done and enforced, or you just kind of do it. So I vacuumed and swept, and what you saw me doing at the end there was basically a once over with baby wipes. I don't know if anybody else uses baby wipes to dust, but they come in handy And, one wipe can really go quite a ways. So, by the way, I got this little carpet, the living room carpet, on Amazon, which was cool because, something like a carpet, it's big. And if you get it delivered for free, that kind of counts for something. Also, the trampoline is new because Langston he's just been jumping a lot, just regular, like on the floor. So I got him a little trampoline, and they actually make ones for toddlers and preschoolers that have a little handlebar on them, but he's super coordinated, so he didn't need the handlebar. One thing I like about the rental that we have lived in now for several years is that little built-in bookshelf. And I actually painted the walls this color because I don't know. I mean, rentals, I've never been able to own a home, so renting apartments and houses and stuff, seems like the walls are always just kind of like a stark white usually. So I like this color, just kind of a contrasting color with the trim a little bit. So yeah, it's a sunny day, and I've opened the blinds, and the house is clean, ready to get everything moving forward. Next step is to do my makeup, because guess what? I still haven't gotten that done. So I actually did most of my makeup already, but I had to just kind of wake up because I was not feeling woke yet. This is a little e.l.f. lip gloss. And while I was doing my makeup, I actually like to watch Queer Eye. One of my hair clients turned me on to that show, and it's just a good show for kind of like a morning get yourself together, because I feel like the voices of the Fab Five are kind of like what the voices in my own head should be. Like, they're just such great cheerleaders. Like, you look amazing. Oh my God, and stuff like that. So I like to watch that now when I'm getting ready in the morning, so that I just feel like, oh, I look so good, and this is going to be a great day, and everything's positive. So yeah, I cannot watch that while I film because I do everything from my phone. So yeah, I'm going to go catch Franklin's little 7-on-7. What do I have today? I have some phone calls. I've got some artwork to do. Langston's at his program in the morning, just 3 hours. So I've got to go pick him up. And Franklin has his football thing. And then also I've got several hair clients. So I've got to find a way to work this all in today. I'll be braiding, doing dreadlocks, doing some different stuff. So hang in there with me. It'll be an interesting day. It'll be different than the other 2 days that I did for Day in the Life of videos, because, like I said before, every single day in my life is different right now, because I do not have a 9 to 5. And so every day is kind of like this big surprise. And this morning, quite honestly, when I woke up, I was not ready for, a big surprise that included doing a ton of housework, a ton of yard work, hair clients, artwork, kids, football. But here we are. So we're going to stay on the train and ride it through the day. By the way, what am I wearing today? I'm wearing this little shirt. This is the shirt that Franklin said was cute. I also have some just basic black leggings and some shoes. So the shoes I got at Target on clearance for like $8. The leggings are from Fabletics. They're like 2 for $24. And then the shirt is from Ross. So, Yeah, super frugal outfit. Football season is coming. Okay, so we are here. I see guys over there, but those are not the colors of Franklin's teams. There are guys over here. So I'm guessing we are on the right side today. If you have a weave or a crown, unit, wig, half wig, or anything like that, and it's a windy day, you are going to need a hair tie. So I got my hair pulled back, my sunglasses on. That wind should not destroy my hair. I'm going to go check out Franklin's football stuff. So we are here, and I saw Franklin. He waved to me. It's right there. See if I can zoom in on him. It's hard to see because I was walking in between people. Looks like he is number 16 or 18 or something. Uh-oh. Not the arm. Looks like he hurt his arm. Jeez, that's the thing with football. It's like there's always some kind of injury. I didn't record it, but Franklin actually came over and gave me a hug because he saw that I was there, which is super sweet. I know he doesn't like to be filmed. Ever since the Netflix documentary, he's kind of just like, I don't want to be filmed, for kind of like daily life type of stuff. But yeah, it's definitely good to see him having fun, and it's always nice to just know that your kid wants you around and enjoys you stopping by, and I'm proud of him. So it turns out that his arm was not seriously injured. He just had, I guess he called it dead arm, like he got hit on the funny bone. So it just kind of made his arm like numb. So anyways, yeah, playing without helmets and pads. They're just doing this little 7-on-7 tournament thing, and I'm going to hang out for a little while. Some of the other moms are showing up, so I'm going to chit chat and get back to other things. Speaking of other things, I did not get the bathroom cleaned. I got everything else tidied up, but the bathroom was a hot mess. So I've got to clean that. All the sink area, the mirror, the toilet, the garbage, the window. Yeah. So cleaning that up, and we're done. So now that the house is clean, I can breathe. I can kind of think a lot clearer. And also, I don't like having hair clients over if my house is a total disaster. So there wasn't even toilet paper on the roll this morning. I mean, that's like how bad it was. It was just like a bomb went off in the living room and the bathroom, and nothing was in place. And I was tired, so let's look at the rest of the day. So Langston's at his center, Franklin's thing. I've got cameos to do, some texts, hair clients. Nappy God is a hair client. He's that's his kind of username or whatever. Like, that's what he goes by, his his character online. And I've got to get Langston picked up. So it's almost. And Franklin has some SAT tutoring today. He's trying to get his SAT score up. So I've got to go pick up Langston, sweet little Langston, from his program. He does ABA therapy at Northwest Autism Center. And his poor hair is always messed up once I pick him up. He started out with a nice, cute little man bun, and now it's just a tiny little top knot left. And then I noticed too that there's been this bus and like this big setup outside of his autism center the last week actually. So I stopped by to check out what they're doing, because it looks like some type of like genetic research or something. And I'm always very curious about like racialized medicine and, you know, like what the intentions are behind it. And so I stopped by and just kind of roll my window down and have a fairly decent chat with one of the staff people there just to kind of inquire. And then they gave me this little brochure. So I guess it turns out it's a program that was started under the Obama administration and is trying to individualize medicine. So I still have some questions. So I'm going to kind of like look up their site and everything before I participate in it. But interesting stuff. Poor little Langston. He's looking tired too. It's like we feel the same.
Have a long time.
So I've got some hair clients. I've got to do some braiding, do some dreads. Dreadlock client is first, and also a weave. And before my client shows up, I had to do Franklin's hair because he's always trying to get fit in. So this client actually let his dreads go for quite a while. And I know, like, technically I don't really call them dreads, like locks are a better term, but sometimes when you say locks, people don't know what you're talking about. So it's kind of, anyway, but I had to separate because there was like 3 inches of new growth or whatever. I had to separate them all and then wash his locks and twist them at the roots. And then I put it up. He likes it up, you know, kind of for a style. And he keeps his tips teal. They were like white. Then we went to purple. Then it was purple and teal. And now they're just teal. So a unique look. And I'm always trying to make sure my clients have, like, you know, the look that makes them feel the most confident.
Good night.
So it's time to slip in the afternoon nap before my next hair client comes.
Langston. Okay, night.
So fast forward after nap, I did some more hair clients, and I didn't record those because some people don't like to, you know, be recorded, which is cool. And then, yeah, I got another notification that there's another football camp. Like, they randomly come up with football camps, I swear, within less than a week's notice for Franklin. And it's always an extra fee. And any parent knows how that feels, like having something sprung on you and then you have to decide if you can afford it. So I don't think we're going to do this camp, but he was able to do the last one. So now it's time to make dinner, and I realize I really don't have anything to make dinner with, so that means I've got to go to the store. So we are off to the store. So I finished my hair clients. I actually had another client in between now and the former client, but my phone died and I didn't actually record any of the other ones. So now we're headed to the store to get some groceries and figure out what we're cooking for dinner. So Langston always wants to start by getting some grapes. He likes to guard the grapes in the front of the cart. Make sure that we are getting grapes. That's his favorite fruit. And so I just kind of like shopped and tried to figure out what to make for dinner. So I decided to do a chicken vegetable stir fry with some teriyaki sauce. So I'm going to be just slicing up all my stuff and prepping it, and also putting the rest of the groceries away. and I will let you know how it looks when it's done. It's probably gonna take a minute to cook, and I actually want to watch a show while I cook, so again, I can't film while I watch a show. So I'm going to flip over and watch a show, but I did get also, in addition to food to cook with, I got stuff for a little cocktail. So I'm going to be making just kind of a super quick kind of instant punch. I've got different frozen juices, orange, grape, apple, and raspberry, and some whiskey. So some bourbon. I'm gonna kind of mix it all together. And I actually like to use the frozen juices because they are concentrate. So it's not just like pouring some juice in a glass. It's actually like a concentrate. So then when it mixes with the whiskey, it's actually going to flavor it and not just kind of like, it's not as watery, but it's also super cold because the juice is frozen. So I don't know, it just kind of makes sense to me, but it might be too much flavor for some of you. Like if you want it more diluted, if you want less flavor, then feel free to add a little bit of water to taste, because you know, like not everybody likes everything super strong. So I'm just gonna put in a spoonful of the grape frozen concentrate, a spoonful of the apple raspberry, and one of the orange. So it just kind of looks like that. Almost looks like a sangria at first, but I'm just gonna sip on this while I cook. I always like to have something to sip on while I cook, even if it's not something that's actually alcoholic. So you're just gonna kind of take all of those juices and just stir them into the bourbon or the whiskey. And again, this is just super concentrated, so you can add ice, you can add water, you can add ginger ale. I mean, really, you can add like anything. I'm gonna add a little bit of cold water to it, just to get it to really stir up well, but not too much because you don't want it too diluted. So good. So a little whiskey punch, an apple, raspberry, orange, grape. What am I missing? And the bourbon. This is just, you know, Black Velvet is kind of a cheap whiskey, but I mean, it does a trick, and it's super good. So if you like fruity drinks, if you like sangria, if you like punch, anything like that. So this is basically like up to here with whiskey and a little bit of water just to blend the fruit juices. So this is not something you want to just like chug. You want to kind of sip on it because it's mostly whiskey. So anyway, I am going to enjoy myself for the last little bit of the day while I cook. I really like to cook. So, but I enjoy cooking more when I don't have to do a cooking video, honestly, because doing a cooking video sometimes is like, takes a little bit of the fun out of it, because I'm talking and explaining things. But Langston is here. Oh, Langston! Yes. You see the juice? You see the juices? Do you want to see what's in here? Woo! It's frozen. He said, no, thank you. He doesn't like juice. Langston honestly just likes water. He doesn't like to drink milk. He doesn't like to drink juice. He doesn't like to drink soda. So, that's okay. He just likes
water. He's just a water guy. I know. It's okay to be a water guy, Langston. Do you want some water? Here, Mommy get you water. Here you go. Here you go, Langston. So, anyway, I'm going to cook. And I can already feel the buzz kind of kicking in. I'm not much of a lightweight, but also this drink is pretty strong. So my favorite drinks are like Long Island iced teas and things like Bloody Marys, and just like I like a lot of flavor. I like something stronger. So anyway, I'm gonna sip my whiskey punch and cook a stir fry for Franklin, and watch a show, and then I'll be back to see what we do after that. I actually just realized I have a few cameos to do, those little shout out videos that I do on cameo.com. So I think I'm actually gonna do those while I have a nice little buzz on, so I'm super friendly and social, and then in the videos, and then I will get to cooking, because it only takes, you know, a few minutes to do each of those. So I'm gonna get those done, knock them out, and then cook dinner. Franklin's not home yet, so I figure, you know, like it's not a super big rush for dinner. So I'm gonna do my cameos, then cook dinner, and then who knows what after that. Probably clean up the back deck, because I did not get that done yet. It still looks a hot mess.
So these are the type of cameo requests that I get. And I basically just, you know, complete them if they are appropriate, respectful, and so forth. And yeah, so I've got these 3, and a lot of times people will just say this or whatever. If you ever want to get a little shout out, a little custom video, then you can book me on cameo.com. I think it's just like a fun gift, or, you know, like just something different instead of something materialistic to do. So it's time to cook, and I'm going to do the stir fry. So got a few different meats in there, some seafood and chicken and lots of veggies, and a nice little teriyaki sauce that I made. Just put that over rice.
So I'm gonna eat dinner, and Franklin's still not home, so I'm probably just gonna save it for him for leftovers. And Langston does not like stir fry. Langston is actually pretty picky, and that's part of his kind of OCD with autism and everything. He's just has a hard time expanding his food repertoire, but we're working on it. So meanwhile, I'm gonna eat dinner, and then I have one last thing to do today before I totally relax, which is my working on some art. So I'm gonna do that and check all my social media and emails and everything one more time, and hopefully edit this video and then sign off for the night.
So I've got a few art projects in process. I have a charcoal drawing in process and a abstract painting, and I've also got this collage. So I'm going to work on this cut paper collage tonight. It's definitely hard to see what it's going to become. It's hard to explain things that are visual before you actually create them, but there's a good one coming up, so keep posted. Lots of little pieces of upcycled magazine paper, and I adhere them to the canvas so you can kind of see the canvas texture underneath. And I take a break to give some attention to Langston, which actually I take breaks throughout everything, but to give him attention. Thank you. Come here.
Super duper duper. And again. And again. Woo! Tickle, 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 tickle,
So it's finally time to wind things down. And as you know, my nightly routine is always to take a hot bath and head to bed. I actually got some new Scentsy stuff, so I'm just going to kind of put that in the little Scentsy warmer to kind of have a nice smell before bedtime in the house. So I've also got to dye my roots. Well, my hair was in dreadlocks, the faux locks. I had a lot of grow out, so I have to retouch my roots just with a little root retouch. And while that's setting, Langston wanted a snack. So, as with many women who wear braids or faux locks or weaves or whatever, like in between, I let my hair rest. And so right now I'm just wearing a crown, a wig unit, which, you know, like then lets me kind of do things with my natural hair as I prepare it for braiding up again to do a weave. So don't be shocked at the transformations. I am just so grateful for clean water and warm water. And I know that we can't take those things for granted because not everybody in the world has clean water. And, you know, clean food and water are really basic human rights. So if you don't have clean water, like people in Flint still don't have clean water, and people in other countries don't all have running water. I mean, just to have water run out of your faucet that you can trust is clean is amazing. And to have that water be warm for a nice bath is even more amazing. So I'm grateful as the night comes to a close.
You hear this guy in the background? This is Langston at 11 o'clock at night. He's like, turn down for what? That's his motto. I don't know if you can hear him.
So the last thing I'm going to do is just put in a little citrine wax bar in my bedroom and just kind of have that scent in my room as we go to bed. So I hope you had a good day today, and thanks for joining me all along my day. I'll see you next time.